Tomb Raider's Lara Croft is probably the most recognisable female protagonist in gaming, and with good reason. She's the lady equivalent of Indiana Jones, but with a wide variety of weapons and acrobatic skills at her disposal. On top of that, she's British, and everybody knows British people are the best people in the world. But Lara wouldn't be as popular today if it weren't for all the fun and crazy places she explored over the years. Seeing as I've already completed a Tomb Raider 1 Let's Play a few months ago, we're going to look at the original game that started it all and talk about 5 of its most memorable levels. Pistols at the ready! Number 5. Sanctuary of the Skeon. You start the level traversing a flight of stairs while 2 of the mummy things try to rip your face off. Nothing new there. However, once you climb out of this area, you realise the stairs were actually built into a giant Sphinx statue, which you are now standing on top of, and which pretty much fills the enormous cavern you're in. You'll need to climb all around this cavern and the Sphinx in order to pull levers and collect certain items and optional secrets. If that's not enough fun for you, there's also a new enemy introduced, the Winged Atlantean, a fast, highly aggressive flying monster that wants nothing more than to push Lara off the ledge and to her death. Seriously, that guy made me curse a lot playing this level on the PS1. The save crystals are few and far between, damn it! Below the Sphinx is a water-filled cavern with 2 enormous statues of the Egyptian gods, Horus and Anubis, which must be traversed in order for you to make it to the end of the level. How did they fit all this in here? One final confrontation with our good friend Larson, and you're free to take the last piece of the Skeon. Number 4. Tomb of Qualopec. The first level to give you a real challenge, and the first actual tomb we come across in a game called Tomb Raider, the Tomb of Qualopec, is no easy feat for the inexperienced. Within the first 30 seconds you've already been caught off guard and smushed by the deadly boulder because you were too busy jumping your way up the slope it came down. To get to his little throne room, you must complete a number of puzzles beforehand. Some of them are relatively simple, and some will have Lara skewered like shish kebab if you mess up the jump. Once in his throne room, you'll find the piece of the Skeon perched on top of the pedestal, and the skeletal remains of Qualopec himself. One final little surprise to mention before you take the Skeon piece and make a mad dash to the exit: the mummy on Qualopec's right actually watches Lara as she moves around the room. If you pull out your guns, Lara will take aim at it, and you can even shoot it dead, a sign of things to come in later levels. Number 3. St. Francis Foley. At a glance, the first Greece level doesn't seem particularly exciting. We've got some pillars to climb, blocks to move, and a few hungry lions to take care of. But the real treasure of this level lies past this area and below. An enormous room containing 4 smaller rooms dedicated to Greek gods, and 1 Norse god, because why not? Each room contains a certain puzzle that corresponds to each god. Neptune has a swimming puzzle, Damocles drops swords on your head, Atlas throws a giant boulder at you, and Thor has a combination of a lightning trap and an enormous hammer. Once each room is completed and the key obtained, Lara can make her way down to the bottom of the main structure and use the keys to escape the level, but not before being bothered by the annoying French mercenary Pierre Dupont. Number 2. Atlantis. Right near the end of the game comes one of the freakiest levels in Tomb Raider history. Atlantis is a very weird place, a combination of man-made structures and fleshy pulsating walls and floors, complete with deadly pools of lava and about 1 million Atlantean mutants who want to kill you. Such fun! Your goal is to make it all the way to the top of the structure in order to stop Natla's diabolical plan of making legless mutant babies. All throughout this level you can hear a faint heartbeat, giving you the impression of being inside a living organism, and further adding to the creepiness factor. I'm guessing the developers want you to believe you're in some kind of giant womb, what with the pulsating walls and floors, and eggs that hatch into horribly grotesque fleshy pink monsters. You know, like children. This level's memorable to me because it is so different to what's come before, and definitely caught me off guard the first time I played Tomb Raider as a kid. In fact, it freaked me out so much that I couldn't enter the first room and had to get my older brother to play it for me. When those lights turn on and you see the giant green eggs for the first time, then you realise one of them is moving. Nope. And number 1, the Lost Valley. The goal of this level is to retrieve 3 cogs that have somehow spread themselves to every corner of the map, and use them to stop the waterfall so you can enter Qualopec's tomb. Sounds easy, but there's just a couple of things getting in the way. Dinosaurs. Up to this point, we've been strolling our way through caves and an abandoned Incan city filled with wolves, bats and bears. Scary, yes, but not unexpected where we were. Now you get dinosaurs, and this is only the 3rd level of the game. Just like Atlantis, this completely threw me off guard when I first played Tomb Raider. I'm sure many other players felt the same. And just when you thought raptors snapping at your feet was the worst of your luck, in comes Mr. T-Rex, and he's hungry. Anyway, that is my list of the 5 most memorable levels in Tomb Raider 1. Do you think I missed a particularly good one? What was your favourite level in the original game? Let me know in the comments section, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like button. It really helps me out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in whatever I play or talk about next. Bye bye!